First show. You know how we do it. So as you join me, like and share this morning, we are going to discuss politics. Okay? Just like and share and invite your friends, invite your family members. Let's go. You know how we do it. Ikem, good morning to you. I see you big time. Ikem has been one of the core followers of this page. We started this TikTok platform together. Saint Kingdom, I see you big time. It seems my TikTok is going to be hot this morning. Sylvester Obianke, good morning. Sylvester Obianke is always the first, or most times the first to join on YouTube. So this morning we are going to discuss Maya. I see you. Maya is always an old school on this platform. I know them. Maya 212 has been following this page for a long time. I know that. I know my people. This morning we are going to discuss dysfunctional society. You know how we do it. We know the look face. We are going to discuss dysfunctional society. Things that are wrong in our society, things that are going wrong in our society. You see, on this page, let me just wait for more people to join us before I hit the road. I want to wait for more people to join us before we get the party started. First and foremost, I am not on social media to please people. I'm here to speak the truth. I don't want to have police friend, politician friend, soldier friend, military friend. Because I know if I have some kind of friends, they would kind of influence me from saying my mind. This is why I don't make, this is like, I am here to expose a lot of things. YouTube, I see you. Jonathan Abbey, not Ashby, Abbey. This is me. Man, I am pained. As you see me here, I'm not a happy man. Do you understand me? I am not a happy man. Share this broadcast, let's go. If somebody like me failed to speak up now, then when? If I don't speak up about the ills, the dysfunctional system going on in Africa, even here, at times I want to speak about Europe, but there is nothing to speak about. It is like Europe, apart from racism, there is nothing to speak about. Miss Folashade, good morning to you. Let me tell you, everything works perfectly well in Europe, the country I live in. Many times I want to agitate, I want to talk, but there is nothing to talk. See, man, I'm not gonna share this video now. Let's go. Share this video. Let's go. Some days ago, listen, I've been saying it. It seems I am a prophet. Some days ago, see, nothing. Did you guys see fire break out at a market in Onitsha? Main market caught fire some days ago. I saw it. I saw people sharing the video. Listen attentively, because when we are talking, see, you will not understand what I'm saying till it reaches you, until it reaches you. See, main market caught fire, a marketplace in Onitsha caught fire some days ago. No firefighters, no fire service. No fire service. People's investments, people's goods perished. Everybody keep asking me of my eyebrows. I was born this way. I was born without eyebrows. Let's go. See, when I tell you, before you invest, I know a lot of you guys are based abroad. Before you invest in Africa, be very careful. I'm not like discouraging you not to invest in your homeland. But if you've created alternative for you, invest where put your money where your investments will be secured. Did you hear me? Invest in a safe environment, in a safe country. There are so many things that shaped my mindset about Africa. As you watch me share this broadcast, I'm here to open people's eyes. My father was a businessman. He's late now. May his soul rest in peace. My father was a major distributor, PZ Industries, Patterson Zeconist. Then, while growing up, I don't need to tell you more. Then, we had a shop. Back then, in Onitsha, we had 3 shops. We sold patent medicine. Back then, late 80s, I was in the market. A woman that then was frying akara, baked beans. I think that's what they call the name in English, akara. One woman that fried akara then. Mistakenly, I did not know how the kerosene, touched the fire, whatever. Fire broke out. The whole market. I and my late elder brother, we began to salvage our goods. How many were we able to salvage? At the end of the day, when fire break out in your home, marketplace, or business center, you are helpless. I have been saying these things over and over again. You are helpless. The government is not there. Which state in Africa has efficient firefighting department or firefight? Yes, which states? Which? Shukwe Bukandi, I see you. What we were able to recover the day fire broke out in the market was not up to 20% or 15% of our goods. Even as we were, collecting some like cartons of Panadol, Fensic, dusting powder, Alabuku, and all these things. As you are collecting them, packing somewhere, others were carrying it. After the fire, what is it called, self? After the incident, we began life afresh. We had to wait for them to renovate the market, rebuild the market again. Then, Head Bridge was built with woods. We waited for them to renovate the market again. We started again. Few years after, fire broke out in the market again. This time around, we were not able to recover anything. The market burnt all my father's goods. I mean, fire burnt all my father's goods. That was how I told you. That was why I told you guys, at a time, we relocated to the village. Now, I am telling you this because the government in Africa is not there for you. They don't play any important role in your life. They sell all the natural resources you have in Africa, but they don't care for the citizens in Africa. These politicians are there to steal your resources, enrich themselves, and you can go to hell. Well, this person, Ale, you better leave this my platform now. If you continue like this now, I know you were sent. You are a saboteur. You were sent by these government officials in Africa. You are a saboteur. You better leave this page. Did you hear me? Somebody like you is not, I don't need you here. You are not needed here. Just remove yourself. Because you are among the people that spoils Africa. Either your family member is a politician or you are working for them. If not, I don't understand why a man like you should come here and be commenting rubbish. Are you drunk? Are you drunk? When I tell you, if you comment that, if you make any stupid comment again, I block you. And I've told you, I've warned you. If you don't like me, don't come to my platform. That was how we began life afresh in Africa. That was how we relocated to the village. Fire outbreak sent us to the village. Do you understand me? Fire outbreak. Man, anybody that will come here to support African government is a criminal or is eating from the government, is benefiting, because I know what I suffered. Let me block that fool. He's been blocked. He said his name is Ali. I don't give a damn who you are. If you come with another fake account, I block you. I told you guys I'm not a happy man. I did not benefit. I was born in Africa. Even you make effort to better your life in Africa, but the system will pull you down. You make efforts. Who is asking if I'm a pastor? I'm not a pastor. Here I speak about realities of life. I'm not a pastor. Miss Folashade, the person is God. I blocked the person. See, growing up, we were asked as children, what would you want to be when you grow up? As children, we were asked in school. There was a time they gave us essay to write. What would you want to be when you grow up? Back then in Africa. Miss Mendes, I see you. Many students said they want to be doctors, they want to be pilots, everybody said what they wanted to be. But the system spoke otherwise. That thing you wanted to be, The system in Africa will, will not allow it to come to reality. See, so I'm talking about fire outbreak. There is no state you go to, you find efficient fire fighting departments, efficient fire service departments. There is no state you will go and you see efficient fire service departments. You will not find one. Let me continue. I'm going to share with you my experience in Africa. And I'm going to touch many other topics. Where I lived, there was a man, very young man. That was 1984. I do not know if some of you have been born that time. As at 1984-85, where we lived, there was a young man. This man was a business guy running Italia. He was traveling abroad to go buy wares. To go buy, he shuttled Italy, Spain to go buy Italian wares, Spanish wares. He had boutique, 2 boutiques. Then, in the early 80s, his boutiques, the 2 boutiques were very popular. Big boys went to his boutique to do shopping, to buy, foreign wares. Listen. Now, and the man had 2 private cars. Then he had Peugeot. One day we were at home. Then there wasn't anything like telephone. We had no telephone, nothing like social media. People rushed to our place, came to announce that the man's shop was burning. He came, Peugeot, the man's shop was burning. It happened that a woman who was frying akara, mistakenly, I did not know, she was careless, and fire caught a shop where they sold foams, foam you put on bed foams you put on your bed, you sleep on, that foams, all those vital foam, all those things. Now, the woman was careless, and one of the foams caught fire, and fire spread. That was how the man's boutique caught fire, and all his clothes, shoes, everything he had in the shop burnt to ashes. I witnessed it. The man cried like a little baby. He had 2 boutiques. And the thing is, when fire break out, you see people call Jesus, call Allah, call God, call everybody, and nothing will be done. There will be no God anywhere. There will be no Allah. There will be no Jesus, no Muhammad. That is to tell you that you are God's. You are your own God. The God you are calling on is nowhere to be found. You have to be your own God. You have to save yourself. You have to build your country. Man, I'm telling you what I've seen. My father's shop, not even shops, burnt 2 times. I witnessed it. You pray from now till tomorrow. If your business place, if your shop, your building, your private house catch fire, nobody is coming to save you unless you save yourself. Now listen, because you see, I saw one of this billionaire, this richest man, planning to go and build a city in Mars, planet Mars. But this is going to be another program we are going to run. Somebody said, are you referring to Nigeria or Africa? Think whatever you want to think. If I'm not talking, if you don't get what I'm talking, you use your platform and do your own program. The same situation is everywhere in Africa, in every country. Go to Cameroon, go to Ghana. It is the same thing. Don't come here and behave as if in Senegal, in Gambia, it is the same thing. So don't come here and say, are you talking about any... I talk about Africa because we have the same situation, the whole of Africa. Do you get it? Don't come here and behave as if your country... Which country in Africa is good? If we have 5 good countries in Africa, Africans wouldn't be coming to Europe. Why are Africans dying in the Mediterranean Sea in a bid to cross to Italy, abroad? If we have countries that with good economies, what are we doing in abroad, in Europe here? Do you know what we face? Many of you will come here and behave as if your country is better. Which country? Ordinary light you do not have. Let me continue with my this thing. I'm just getting started. See, your investment in Africa, when I'm talking out of experience, I'm a bitter man. Do you get it now? I am a very, I'm a bitter man. Yes, highly depressed. Did you know why? If you don't know, let me tell you. The country I came from, my city, my state, has the highest gas reserve in the whole of Africa. But go to my state, the people are poor. The gas deposits, nature deposited in my state, have not benefited 1 cent from it. See, somebody said I'm generalizing in Zambia. I have a lot of Zambians living here who cannot go back to Zambia. Don't come here and exempt Zambia. This place, there are every African citizen, everybody is here. Africans from every state, every country is here. Do you understand me? You see Zambians now, there are maybe more than 5 or 7 Zambians are watching me. People confirmed in many African countries, they sell fake medications. Fake medications. You get the gist now. It has nothing to do with one particular country. Now let's go. Guys, as you watch me on YouTube, like and share. We are liberating ourselves. We want to be free from the hands of these corrupt politicians. Yes, they failed us. Since we were born till now, nothing has changed. You want us to be happy. We have every reason to protest, to agitate. Up till now, nothing works. See, a minister collapsed yesterday or 2 days ago. A minister collapsed in one African country. Guess what? He was flown to France. A minister collapsed while holding a meeting. Guess what? He was flown to France for medical, they said, for good medical treatment. Do you understand me? Now, how about poor people who collapsed? So, only rich people can afford, rich people, you see, these people know, they know one day they are going to collapse. Why haven't they built? I don't want to go hard though, because if I go hard, I feel that in Africa. I'm just, controlling myself, because if I don't want to go to extreme. See, so a minister collapsed in Africa. He was flown to France for medical treatment. So they deserve good life to be flown abroad. How about millions of people who cannot afford to fly abroad? These people don't care. They want to keep oppressing the masses. And you come here to tell me bullshit. See, a former governor of Lagos, at one time, a former governor of Lagos, one time had to go to UK for knee surgery, knee operation. Listen attentively. When I saw that news, when I saw the videos, man, I wept for Africa. How? You went to an orthopedic hospital to have knee surgery. Listen attentively. You went to have knee surgery. This is something you can build for your people. How about millions of people who have the same case, this problem with their knees? There are so many citizens who have skeleton problems, bone problems. What do you expect them to do? This is why Europeans are far more better than European leaders. They share their resources evenly. So you see how selfish these leaders are. They think for themselves only. Their children, family members, the rest can go to hell. Give me 1 second, share this broadcast, I'm getting started. So I'm back, guys. So now, how? You see the mentality of only you want to enjoy good life. You want to go to modern hospitals in Europe where you will have good health care. How about millions of people? They say you are supposed to lead by example. When you get sick, that's your knee problem. You are supposed to be operated in your local hospital. That is leading by example. When I heard that a minister was flown to France, I said, look at these people. Who are you deceiving? People who have no faith in their countries. Somebody will open mouth and tell me, you need to come and help and build Africa. Did I follow them shop money? Did I shop any money with them? Did my father shop any money? Did I benefit anything from them that I need to sacrifice my life? It's not worth it. Those countries you see in Africa are ruled by vampires. You want me to come sacrifice my life? If I've got to fight, let me tell you, see, if I want to fight Austria is the only country I can defend. If I have to defend a country in this life, I defend Austria. Do you understand me? This is the only country I can lay my life for. If the need arises, I defend Austria. I cannot go, this Austria recognizes me, takes care of me. Since I came, Europe opened my eyes. I know what I've tested good governance. I know what it means to be a citizen of a country. I know what it means to be a citizen of a country. This country took care of my children from the day they were born till they grow up, till they grew up. A country that made me who I am, made my children who they are. If I have to, see, let me tell you, where you live is your home. Oh. Don't allow anybody deceive you. Now me, they tell you, where you live is your home. Don't be deceived. Don't go die for nothing. No. See, your father is not a politician. Your mother is not a politician. You no follow them chop money. The people that are telling you, so, you know, unless the people living in Africa, they've got to fight for, we are going to do our part by speaking up. Let me go further. As you watch me, don't fail to subscribe to this page. This is how we roll. So, that man that lived in the same building with us, the second shop caught fire. No fire service came to extinguish the fire. I watched the man's efforts go down the drain. No fire service came. In Africa, if your business place, your building catch fire, forget it. You ask yourself, you that is watching me, what is the duty of the government, your elected individuals, these politicians? Since we were born, it has been like that. Man, I saw people's goods burned to ashes at Onitsha. Normally, okay, let me share a story with you guys. See, when I was driving taxi, listen to me very well. Let me share this story with you guys. When I was driving taxi, one day, I was doing my job. One day, a telephone call came in. It was fireware, that is, firefighters. They now asked me if I was the father of so-so person. I said yes. They said they are at my home. Firefighters. Now listen, what happened? My son went out. My son went to the passage, perceived smell, like he felt as if something was burning. He thought something was burning in somebody's apartment. Do you understand what I mean? And they were scared, and they called the fire service. It did not take 3-4 minutes. Firefighters arrived at my home. They called me even. I was worried. I left my job and I drove back home. And there were 3 trucks of firefighters, police, and ambulance waiting. The whole street was cordoned, blocked. They had to open the door, that apartment. That's when we talk about developed countries. They opened the man's door and searched to make sure the man did not forget anything, like maybe he was cooking and forgot to off the fire or things like that. They controlled everything, said, yes, something was smelling inside the man's home, but it wasn't anything like fire outbreak. I began to blame my son for calling the fire service department. They said I shouldn't blame him, that he did the right thing. That many homes have been burnt like that because people neglected what the smell they perceived. They said I should not, that my son did the right thing. This is why I'm telling you this story. Have you seen developed countries? Immediately they called them, they responded. They responded to come and make sure there was nothing like fire outbreak. And if there was anything like that, they were combat ready. I see you. But in Africa, I don't want to rush this. Imagine somebody of my age, if I should gather money, go to Africa, establish a business, a hotel, and that hotel or that business, my home, that my duplex, catch fire. What do I do? No, there is, even the thing is, there is no hotline to call. There is no hotline to call. Why are we living like animals in Africa? No hotline. Did you know? See, many countries in Africa is where you can wake up. That is, you can be a millionaire today. Wake up tomorrow and become a poor man, homeless poor man. Do you understand me? You can be a billionaire today. Your life is not guaranteed. That is, your investment in Africa is not guaranteed. It's not safe. When you come to Europe here, listen, you see these high-rise buildings. Listen, do you see these high-rise buildings? You see all these expensive hotels. I mean, hotels, hospitals, all these infrastructures. Now, Europeans are very, very smart. They put things in place to secure these investments, like the police, very efficient police, firefighters, ambulance, everything you need to protect life, they put it in place. They are all at your service. The simplest thing, Europeans, who is that man now? That billionaire is planning to build a city in Mars. They are working on it. In Mars. The whole of Africa, the leaders, ordinary to give your people water, clean water, you couldn't. Give your people light, electricity, you are not. Even good health care is a shame. You get mad to come talk to me. It's a shame. I am not proud to be an African man. Now me they talk. There is nothing to be proud of being an African man. There is nothing to be proud of it. What did Africa do for me? Yes, so what did it do for me? Let me continue. This is even why I came out. Now, let me tell you why I came out. Street justice. Do you know what I mean by street justice? I have every right to be upset. I have every right to be upset. You know why? You know why? Africa is the richest continent. Yet, the people are poor and miserable. Yes. Only politicians are doing well in Africa. Only politicians and their families are doing well. The rest of the people are suffering. Or if you have contacts. In Africa, it is all about contacts. If you are connected to politicians, you shop. I told you I don't want to live in such a country where a politician, even the lawlessness in that continent is shocking. Everybody is not equal before the law. Everyone is not equal before the law. Politicians are above the law. High-ranking police officers are above the law. High-ranking military men are above the law. Billionaires, rich men are above the law in Africa. Now me they tell you. In Africa, you've got to be, first of all, you must, a politician. Have you seen any politician go to prison? I told you, upon the, man, I'm just get, have you seen any politician go to prison? Upon the money they steal, we know we don't even sugarcoat the words. Upon the money they steal, have you seen any politician go to prison in Africa? It's not possible. That is why I told you, they are above the law. They do what they want with impunity. Say nothing they happen. They will tell you. Do you want to live in a country where everyone is not equal before the law? Some people are above the law. I don't want to live in such a country because you will not get justice. Such countries have corrupt judiciary system. Here, I've gone to court many times and I got justice. More than 5 times, even over 5 times. Even many people, I told you guys the story, many people arrived in Europe and they thanked their stars. They thanked their God. They said they are not returning back to Africa. Let me tell you what happened in Egypt. Man, wait, safe. I've not even started. I've not even started. I spoke about street justice, jungle justice in the whole of African continent. Don't come here and tell me, speak about one particular country. Here, all African citizens, Europeans, all human beings are watching. Now, in Africa, many countries in Africa, you experience jungle justice. Yesterday, I saw a video of a man who was lynched. They said the person stole something or they are criminal. When they catch you as a criminal, in most cases, mobs will unalive you. Listen. Mobs will unalive you. I witnessed this when I was a little boy. And that nightmare, that memory still lingers in my mind. In fact, I'm supposed to go for therapy. What I saw, what I will experience in Africa, I'm supposed to go for therapy. Because I'm suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. Yes, I'm suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder up to today. I'm supposed to go to therapy. Let me tell you, where we lived in Africa, to tell you how a lot of people have died careless deaths because they were born and they live in Africa. Let me tell you what I saw. You know, in Africa, most times, then there wasn't any lights. They would take lights. People lived in darkness. You carry candles and lamps, lantern up and down. Men, even we survived by the grace of God. I remember growing up, there was what we called mosquito coil. Mosquito coil. Because then, when NEPA take lights, where we lived, there is nobody. Don't come here and tell me that you come from a rich family. Because we all went through the same difficulties. When they take lights, you need fan. And because there is no fan, when there is no light, fan wouldn't function. So my father bought mosquito coil. That mosquito coil was greenish in color. Greenish in color. Back then, growing up, there was what we called, only old schools would remember this. I don't know if they still have it in Africa. Mosquito coil. You see, it is round. They will take light because of mosquito. Because then mosquito will come and then come and disturb you. My father will put mosquito coil. Sometimes my father would put 2 mosquito coil. Because there were gutters near the buildings, open gutters. That is, men. Then we inhaled this smoke from mosquito coil. We inhaled it. You see, as children, both my parents, we inhaled it from the time we went to bed. Maybe if we go to bed at 10 p.m., we would inhale this mosquito coil till morning. Man, listen to me. When I tell you that Africa is hell, you don't understand it. We as children, both our parents, will keep inhaling. We inhaled this mosquito coil. It's no joke. And from the time we went to bed, we began to sleep. That smoke comes from the coil. Yes. We will, as children, we would inhale this thing, and the windows would be closed. Man, sometimes I wonder, how did we survive? So, this was what we went through. We never lived. There is many of you watching me here. We did not live decent life. Now, every now and then, you hear some people die because of generator smoke. People that put on generator to sleep. That generator, what's it called? That smoke from generator has killed so many people. When I tell you that African governments have killed they have unalived their citizens in different forms, indirectly in different forms, you will not understand me. I'm telling you what I experienced. That mosquito coil. Let me continue. As you watch me, subscribe to this my YouTube page. Now let's go. Because normally they take light. See, which country, man, if you think you are going to develop without electricity, without light, you are dreaming. You are a dreamer. You say you want to develop Africa. How can you, man, I live in Europe here. How can you develop without electricity? Tell me. Tell me which country can develop without electricity. You guys are dreamers. How can you develop without good transport system, good railway system, good road network? How can you develop? How can you develop without having security? How can you develop without having, who want to invest in an unsafe continent, unsafe country? I'm asking you, would you like to, even some people invested in Africa, they are scared to go to see their investments. Are you listening to me now? Now some people will come, see, you've got to count A before you can B, before you can C. First and foremost, even, we are talking about security. Many African countries do not have identity management system. Many African countries don't have identity management system. And if you have, when I came to Europe here, that was when I found out Europeans are, that is 300 years ahead of African countries, African continents. 300 years ahead. Ask me how. In many African countries, the governments don't even know who the citizens are. Did you hear me now? Many African countries, they don't know their citizens. It's a shame. That is, even animals know themselves. They cannot identify their citizens. No documents, no data. Anybody can be anyhow. How do you want to have a safe environment? See, you cannot have security without having identity management system, efficient identity management system. It's not possible. As I'm making this video, the system, the police, knows who I am. You cannot commit crime here and go scot-free. They know everybody. It's not even, everybody is registered. Whether you are a foreigner, there is what we call misplaced. Listen attentively. Why there are measures Europeans put in place to checkmate insecurity or crime. Even if you are a criminal, if you come here, you will mellow down. Because any attempt you get, they will catch you. Any attempt, they catch you. They put everything in place to checkmate crime. Now when I see, everybody living in this country has misplaced, registered. Your address where you live, with your fingerprint, everything is registered with the police. Your picture, your DNA, everything is with the police. Without misplaced, without having that, and when you register, they give you a paper, proof. If you are looking for work, if you do not have address, registered address, nobody employs you. You see the system. If you do not have a registered address, nobody employs you. And if you are a foreigner, you have no documents and you have no registered address, if they catch you, you go back to your country. Listen attentively. To tell you that the system in Africa is flawed, there are measures Europeans put in place to checkmate crime. I know what I'm talking about. You don't know it. Here, you see this telephone I'm using now. They know who is broadcasting. Before you go to your network provider to buy SIM card, to register it, you tender your passport. Your passport, your identity card is linked with the number. Now, how can I kidnap somebody and demand for ransom with my number? Every telephone here, every telephone you see here, telephone numbers are linked with, they link it with your ID card, your identity. You see, now how can you kidnap somebody and demand for ransom? Even, not only that, listen attentively. Not only that, Your conversations are tapped, monitored. Why do you think even people, no matter who you, no matter even if you are a criminal by blood, if you come here, you can't do shit. There are people, they tap your line. You think you speak your language, they listen to all languages you speak online, on telephone. Especially if you are a suspect, your lines are tapped. There are people who will translate all languages. That's what is called a safe country. No matter the language you speak, there are people who will translate it. Do you understand me? So if you come here, you go mellow down. Now let me continue. So back then in Africa, that was in the 80s. Guys, as you watch me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is how we roll here. At this stage, we expose the flaws in Africa. We cannot just cover it up. For what now? What? See millions of Africans in diaspora suffering. Why they came from home? People that came from rich continents, they applied for refugee status all over the world. Africans are being messed up everywhere we go. We are being disrespected, and these leaders don't care. Now let me continue. Do I need to tell you the story of what happened, how I witnessed street justice? Do I need to tell you the story? Okay, let me share the story with you. To tell you, man, in fact, things are happening in this life. Sometimes when I say on my own, man, I shiver. I shiver when I say on my own. So, one day, there was darkness everywhere. You know Africa. In the night, darkness. Even you might pass your twin brother, your twin sister, you will not know that this is your twin sister because you are living in darkness. You might even walk past your mama, your papa, you will not know because everywhere is dark. And that is why crime is prevalent in Africa. One day, that was around 9 p.m. Everywhere was dark. You know Africa now. Vehicles will be plying the road, you will not even see their numbers. Where there is where people live in darkness, everything goes. Because you no go see person face. Now listen. One day, we had, hold am. Did you know what that means? Cash him. We had, hold am. We all rushed outside. People were throwing bottles to a criminal, and the criminal ran inside the building, you know. Then those buildings, they had no fence, nothing like fence. So as people were saying, screaming, and when they scream, hold am. This is African mindset, mentality. They don't want to know what happened. When they scream, hold am, they don't want to know if really you stole something or not, if you are a criminal or not. The next thing you see, bottles and stones will be flying in the air towards that victim, that criminal. Huh? As we rushed out, people began to gather. Hold am. Where is the thief? Everybody. The thief escaped, jumped one place, I don't know. Listen. Man, I'm telling you, when they scream, hold am, the mob, the people wouldn't want to know what happened. If the victim stole that or not, the next thing is everybody will be looking for stone or bottle or a tire or fire, anything. Listen, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We rushed out. I caught a glimpse of the thief. The man was, and I will tell you guys a story. The man took off. And sometimes, when they say, hold him, whether you are a thief or not, you are on it. You are done. You are gone. At times, whether you are when they say hold on, a lot of people died for committing nothing, for doing nothing. An enemy can frame you up and you die for nothing. So, now let me tell you, as it was, I saw a man, a dark-skinned tall man running. They were throwing bottles, everybody. If you see the crowd chasing this man, before you know it, they said the man, they were looking for him. Before you know it, another group, they said, see him. The person said, no, be him. The person was saying, it wasn't him. Man, before you know it, stones and bottles and everything were plank, wood were all flying up and down. Before the guy could say, please, I don't know what, stones, everything was flying up and down. They unalived the guy that night. I watched. If you see how brutal these mobs were, and these are Christians and Muslims. These are people who go to church. See, let me tell you, if you have a hand in any mob action, you've got blood in your hand. If you participate in any mob action, you have blood in your hand. Let me continue. The following morning, the wife and the children of that man they unalived came crying. Already, they couldn't, if you see the face, because the cops lay there the whole night. The family and the children came crying. The real criminal escaped. They mistook another person. It was a mistaken identity. The real criminal escaped. Somebody who had a family who wasn't a criminal was unalived by the mob. I said, even they don't act, if you see the mentality of the black man, they don't even dialogue. They don't even want to know what happened. If they hear, just. The wife, I saw the wife kneel down before the husband crying. Children, little children. Africa. That is Africa. The way, and we are so religious. So religious, everybody, you preach gospel, you go to mosque, man, forget it. Let me stay on my own. I told you guys I have no religion. I know why I told you I've renounced religion. Let me tell you another story before we go further. This particular man involved lived in the same building with me. The man came, not quite 3 months he came to live with a brother. He did not live with me, but he was a neighbor. One day, a civil servant, one day this man went to the market to go buy food items, something to cook, because he had no wife. They were bachelors, single men. This man went to the market to buy something. To cook. Unfortunately, a thief stole in the market. They began to chase the thief, to chase him, to catch him. The people began to chase. Somebody stole in the market. The thing about Africa is, immediately they hear thief, everybody will rush out. And among the people, nobody will ask questions. Did he steal? When I was growing up, immediately they hear thief, oh, thief, oh, thief, oh, everybody, stones will start flying. So guys, give me one, I have 2 stories for you. Give me 1 second. So I'm back. So I'm back now. So, now, that's my neighbor who came to stay with one of his relatives. Now went to the market to go buy food items. It happened as at the time he went to the market, somebody stole something. A thief stole something in the market. I don't know what what the person stole. You know, market then was a crowded area. They began to chase the thief. The thief. Somehow the thief escaped. Listen, before you know it, that my neighbor, that person that lived in the same house with us, some people said, look, see him, oh, see him, see him, look at him, oh, look at him, see him. The mob descended on that our neighbor who went to buy food items. It's not a joke. Before you know it, stones, bottles, planks, woods were flying up and down. Before some women, luckily the women that he bought the food items from, came to scream. That was the voice of the woman and other women that saw the man where he went to buy the food items. We are screaming it was not, he just left their shop now. That was what saved. Already the man was lying on the floor. They were planking him, throwing stones. It happened that, listen attentively, the thief, the person that stole, wore similar clothes like that my neighbor. Are you getting the point now? The thief that escaped, wore similar clothes like that my neighbor. Like as I'm putting on this shirt now, the next person, the person was putting on something like this, similar clothes. Are you getting the gist now? Somebody said, okay, by the time they realized he wasn't the thief, they have done damages on him. By the time people came to rescue him, this man spent a month in hospital. This man spent a month in hospital fighting over his life. By the time the man came back, we couldn't, if you see the damage they did on his face, the damage, the injuries sustained. You cannot believe it. You saw, I posted a video, there was one of my friend, an old school. He came here in 1991. That my friend, I made a video with him. You saw that my friend that I made a video with. I told you guys the story. Now listen. That guy told me that he will never ever invest outside his home state. And he will never ever live elsewhere except his village. I asked him, why did you say so? Listen. He said he should. I'm not going to mention any states. I'm not mentioning any country, but listen. The guy said he hates some states. He does not want to invest his money outside his home states. I said, Oga, why? He said he went to buy something. Okay, let me call the states. He said that was Lagos when he was about to travel abroad. That was around 1991, before he came here. He said he went to price something in the market in Lagos. The woman named her price. The woman said how much she was selling her commodity. The guy now priced below what the woman said. Like the woman said she was selling $20. The guy said he had $10. Listen attentively. This woman said she was selling her commodity $20. The guy said, would you sell, please? I have 10, 12. The woman began to call him Ole, meaning thief. The woman began to say, Ole, 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 Ole. Ole, oh. The woman began to call him Ole, Ole, Ole. The guy said he thought it was a joke. Before you know it, they gathered him and began to beat him. What he stole? Come, listen attentively. The guy said he was, because, man, things are happening, People die careless. Some of these mobs, they unalived in Africa, did nothing. This, my own person, that's my G, he was the person telling me this. He said he priced, commodity, something from a woman. And the woman did not accept the price. As he turned to go, the woman began to call him Ole, thief. Thief for thief, Ole, began to clap and say, Ole. They gathered him and began to beat him. Some people that saw what happened came to rescue him. If not, the guy said, he said, he does not want to. He said, if not his state, he said he does not want to. Guys, are you listening? I'm not telling you there are no criminals, but the way we go about doing things. Now listen, let me show you. Here I say it as it is, because we need to learn. There were two young men they caught one day. They said these two young men were sleeping with each other. Listen. They were beaten to stupor. There were two young men. They said these two young men were homosexuals. They caught them sleeping with each other. If you see the beating these two young men received, I began to ask, I said, why are Africans backward? As if these two young men are their problems. Listen attentively. There are so many things going on in your country. Your problem is two homosexuals. As if these two men are the cause of your suffering in your country. They are the cause of lack of electricity. These two men, two homosexuals, did they cause the inflation in your country? Are they the cause of... So, you are not having good roads. Infrastructures were caused by these two men. African people. In fact, the way we reason, man, see, you see, there are things when I see it, I do not know how many years it will take us to upgrade. I don't know. Now look at, you don't have good transport system. You don't have good roads. You don't have any support from the government. Your problem is two men that as, and the thing is, these two homosexuals are not members of your family. They did not wrong you in any way. Man, listen, let me tell you, I see things from a different angle. Because it is not my business. It is not my body. They are not related to me. They are not disturbing me in any way. Those two homosexuals did not disturb me. They are not the cause of my problem. Why should I vent my anger on them? I'm asking you. Africans, you need to wake up. And the painful part of it is, see, the painful part of it is, okay, there are, see, I'm not a religious person, no, but I will say things the way it's supposed to be. I've seen it happen many times in Africa, where they fight homosexuals as if homosexuals are their problems. Are they kidnappers? If, see, they go for the weak. These African people, they go for the weak and the vulnerable. They go for the weak, and anybody they feel they can intimidate, they can beat, they go for it. These people, I saw the video, how they brutalized these young men. Now, these two young men, they are not kidnappers. They are not armed robbers. They did not cause your suffering in any way. You took law. You want a developed Africa, but you are lawless. You want even the so-called, there are some people that will tell you, you want a developed Africa, but you are lawless. You take laws into your hand. You beat anybody you feel you can beat. Now listen. And you know the painful part of it. All these politicians that are stealing money. These people that are after homosexual, that they see you beat everybody. You are a strong man. You are quick to beat criminals. You are quick to carry out jungle justice. But when you see politicians that stole billions of money, because they are bigger than you, you don't go close to them. Look at the politicians that caused your predicament. Everybody's predicament in Africa. You extol them. You applaud them. See your life, you live in darkness. Who caused it? That is how some people will come here and say Europeans, when a governor will steal money, heads of state, presidents, you have heard some African leaders, have foreign accounts where they dump your country's accounts. Some African leaders, heads of states, governors, politicians, they steal money and go dump in foreign banks. You hear about stolen funds. These people, their children, their generations will be eating money anyhow. You have no issue with it. Because they are bigger than you. Even you celebrate them. I told you African people. But petty criminals, petty people that stole something to eat, you'll be quick to unalive them. You carry mob action against them. Petty criminals. You see the mentality of Africa. I wonder if I will ever live in that continent again. I don't know. People who stole granules, I've seen. They unalive people because of mobile phone. Because, see, let me even go further.
Many times, I've seen women who went to the supermarkets in Africa to steal one or two things. To tell you how wicked we are. A woman went to the, I've seen videos like that more than 10 times. I began to ask myself, why are we like this? A woman went to the supermarket to steal something. Do you know what these African people do, these mobs? They would strip that woman naked and be videoing it, be making fun of her. The black man. I told you we have no love. A woman stole something. Tell me, stripping her naked, what does it mean? These are, what are they called? What are they called, self? Perverts. A woman, you have a mother at home. What do you want to see? You have a mother at home. You have sisters at home. See how you dehumanize your own sister because she stole something. Your anger should be towards the government that made the citizens poor. Your anger, even say a woman stole something in the supermarket, your anger should be towards the government that made people poor. You don't know how long that woman have dreamt of that thing and she has no money to buy it. If she had the money, she would have, who wants to disgrace herself? You don't get any benefits. I told you that in Africa, you as a citizen of Africa, you don't get any benefits from the government. You don't get any benefits. Now, I saw, even you see grown men, I've seen videos of young girls, women who went in different African countries, so different African countries. A woman went somewhere and stole an item. You stripped her naked. When I tell you that the black man is wicked, I know what I'm talking about. You derive joy in humiliating your own. You derive joy in, if you want to punish that woman, you punish that woman without stripping her naked. You might flog her. Even flogging her is taking law into your hand. Why don't you hand her over to the police? You that want to develop Africa. You that want to develop Africa. The simplest things, we are not disciplined. The simplest things we couldn't do. And you are quick to go to church. You will come here now to tell me about Jesus Christ or Muhammad, about religion. But you don't love your own brother. You don't love your, even sometimes, let me tell you. I told you guys I live here. Do you think Europeans don't steal? I've seen people steal at supermarkets, in supermarkets. I've seen Europeans steal. You will not even know. I've seen Europeans steal. You will not even know till the police arrives. You will not hear noise. Ha! Africa. No wonder. That is why slave merchants came to enslave Africa. That's why they came to colonize you, because you don't have good hearts. I've seen many times children, adults stealing supermarkets, in stores. You will not know until the person they will tell you, wait here. You will not know. There are securities. At times you will not know that somebody stole until the police will come and take the person away. Police will come and take the person away. In Africa, they will be quick to humiliate strip the person, disgrace that person, and you are calling on God or Allah, how do you think your imaginary God will answer you? See, they say love your neighbor as yourself. You don't even love yourself. Talk of your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. You find every slightest opportunity to humiliate your own person, your own kind. But the painful part of it is you respect other race. Like the Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese, the Europeans. If you see them, you bow down before them. You are quick to disgrace your own. You have no respect, no dignity for your own kind. They say charity begins at home. You want to pull your own down. See what is going on in Africa. Why haven't we moved ahead? A lot of us are stranded here. Because when the Bible says it repented God for creating man, for his thoughts and imaginations are continually evil, he meant African people. He meant African people. The African mind is evil. You have no empathy towards your own sister or your brother. When I see how you strip women naked because they stole something, that's when I know that, man, you are wicked. You are wicked. Sometimes we talk about developing Africa. A white man told me his experience when he visited Africa. I'm not going to call the country. A white man told me his story. He said, why are black people like this? This is why tourists don't come to Africa. You are brutal. You do not know. Excuse. Hi. If you know, so many countries, their economies, so many countries in the West, Asian countries, their economies thrive on tourism. Man, I told you guys I traveled very much. I traveled to US more than 5 or 6 times. When you board the flights, most times I boarded the flights, I met only African Americans. They were going back, soldiers going back to their country. You see me and only few black people, the rest, white people, Europeans, going to US. Now, whenever I go to visit Africa, you see only African people going to, man, if you notice it, you see only few Arabs or fake Oyibo inside the flight. Tourists don't go to Africa. The only country they go to in Africa is Kenya. Before they went to South Africa, and they went to, mostly they went to Cape Town in South Africa, back then, and Kenya. South Africa, they went to, a lot of Europeans, they like going to, man, I know it, they told me, Cape Town, South Africa, and then Kenya. Now, Egypt, they go to Egypt, but listen, so many other African countries, tourists don't go there because, see, okay, let me tell you, before I go further, let me continue with my, because of our ways, people are scared of us. Even the way we treat ourselves, the way we handle, even somebody, one of my co-followers, Elite S, came here one day to say he was duped 5,000 British pounds. Who scammed him? His own person, his own brother. There was one lady that usually come to me. We began this page together. She told me somebody used her credit card, Asabe then, her name. Somebody stole her credit card and messed her accounts up. The way we are. To ourselves. Men, when I travel to Africa, each time I bought flights to men, I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed of myself as a black man. If you have traveled extensively, I know what I'm talking about. They abandoned Africa for you. The West, come to Vienna and see Japanese, Arabs. Come to Europe and see tourists. So many countries, the hotels, businesses are thriving. Security is in place. The country is clean. Good health system. Police at your service. Ambulances at your service. Everything is working efficiently. You were scammed believing that there is heaven somewhere else. There is no heaven anywhere. Heaven is here on earth. Have you made that time to study about other planets? The other planets the solar system, the other, I think that's what it's called. The Jupiter, the Mercury, the Mars, and the Venus. These are planets the way we have planet Earth. There is no physical, there is no anywhere. Heaven is here on earth. Hell is here on earth. See, having been exposed to good things of life, I don't travel, I've seen life, I've seen countries. When I bought flights to Africa, I weep for Africa. That continent has been abandoned by the rest of the world because of your evil ways. Sometimes even, the last 2 times I went to Africa, I said, what's going on? Only black people, they will leave you for you. They left their continents for you. Say, carry they go. Because how can tourists come? Even at the airports, you are asking for money. At the airport, you have no shame. And you are not patriotic. You do not know what it means to build a nation. You shameless people. I have never gone to any outside Africa. Even in Egypt, it doesn't happen. Even North African countries don't do it. The black African countries, man, I have never gone to anywhere you see, you know what is an immigration officer. The police, respected profession. The police, if you come to the West, do you know it is the police that is holding the country. The police runs the country. Very respected profession. They see even they respect the police more than presidents. The police are respected more than presidents. In the West. In Africa, you see a policeman shamelessly be asking for money. You come here and tell me about developing Africa. And you want to tell me about patriotism. If you are patriotic, you will not be bringing shame to your country. If you are patriotic, you will not be putting shame. You are bringing shame to your country. You have no shame. That's why they call you dark continents. One day, these people are hopeless, greedy. They have no discipline. One day I went to Africa with my wife. On our way back, at the airport, just to fill a form, I had no biro, no big, to write. There was an airport staff, somebody, either airline staff. That desk where you write, just to fill something. This lady gave me a pen to write something. As I was writing, she was standing by. After filling the form, guess what? Just because she gave me big to write, fill a form, these people have no shame. She began to ask me for money. She began to ask me for money just because, oh God. Who did us this thing? Why are we like this? What is wrong with the black race? If you're not careful, even the begging, they will beg you at the restaurants, at the airports, and everything. In fact, beg that meant even ordinary to ask people question, they will ask you for money. To ask people, to ask somebody a question, they will ask you for money. Okay, what do you have for us? What thing you get for us? Shameless people, they have no pride, no self-pride. They don't know what it means to have self-pride. One day, I went to the airport. Hi, man. In fact, forget it. Forget it. One day, because I do not want to miss my flight. This was like 2013. I did not want to miss my flight. Usually we go earlier. Because we went so early, we went to a restaurant to kill time. So we were still having enough local currency. Now I told my wife, I said, man, this money we don't have anything to do with it. If we return back to Europe, let's burn this money here. We decided to go to a restaurant and order for food and things like that while waiting for our flight. That restaurant had 2 security men at the door, entrance door, at the entrance. They had 2 security young boys. Listen, these 2 securities, their job was just to be opening door for customers to come in and go out. Their job was to open door for customers. We spent about 2 hours there. I watched what took place. They were begging everybody that enters and leaves for money. If you enter, they will hail you. They will give you, they will hail you, they will, give you shout outs. Oga, what? That is if you see the disgrace. They were there. All what they did was to beg people for money. Foreigners were in that place. Everybody, man, it's a shame. That mentality. This is why some people go to steal. You are not self-sufficient. You don't have self-respect. White people, Europeans can never do that. You want to develop Africa, you have no shame. I stood there. The way they are disgracing, hey! Guys, give me 1 minute. Man, I'm back. Somebody said as long as they are not stealing. Look at what you are saying. You have no self-discipline. It's a shame. What do you think? You don't know how to build a country. That person that made that comment, You don't know. You are spoiling your image, your reputation. You said, so you see your mentality. You need to travel and see how others run countries. Let me tell you here, if you beg, you will be arrested. If you are a beggar, if you beg on the street, police catch you, they arrest you. You pay fine, the problem you will get. You don't know. Look at what you're saying. See, this person, what's the name? He said, things are difficult. You go to the government. Things are difficult. It's a shame. You should hold your leaders accountable, not individuals that suffered. Nobody owes you no dime. You need to dispose that beggarly mentality. Stop begging. You understand me? Begging. This is why Africa is a disgrace. This is why Africa is a disgrace. If you are not satisfied, if things are difficult, you hold your leaders accountable, not individuals. Not somebody like this will kidnap you. If care is not taken, you can go and kidnap people. Because you will say things are difficult. Somebody like you will turn to a kidnapper one day. Because you will say things are difficult. Things are difficult, you go hold your leaders accountable. Because somebody like you will justify kidnapping, but you will say things are difficult. What do I look at the question somebody's asking me? You see, African people, somebody's asking me, what do I want the government to do? What is their job? Why did they get themselves in there? Do you know what it means? They voluntarily decided to lead, to serve the nation. You are asking me, what do you want the government to do? See Africa. See Africa. See the people we are trying to deliver. See what Troy, see people I'm talking to. You see the mentality of the black man. What do you want the government to do? A government that failed you. See, a government that failed you is saying, what do you want the government to do? See people. Hi. You will never know how others are living till you travel. That is why they say traveling is part of education. You will never know how things are done until you move out of your jungle. You are saying, what do you want the government to do? A government you complain every day, everybody, even a blind man knows failed you. If I tell you how governments run countries, you will shed tears for Africa. If you travel and see, are we supposed to have beggars on the streets? Physically handicapped people on the streets? Man, sometimes when I travel to Africa, I feel ashamed. That is. When you travel and see helpless citizens, the government don't give a damn. But you see people, these are government agents. Every day you hear how many billions of money they looted. You came here to ask me, what do you want? You hear about how much they steal money. You hear how much they steal. And you came here to tell me, what do I want thieves to do? I told you guys I'm not a happy man. I'm not a happy man. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why I stay at home most of the times. If I go outside, I get upset because nobody respects me as an African man. Nobody respects me as a black man. The way we do things, man, having lived in abroad for many years, I don't know if I don't know if I can live in Africa anymore because of the mentality. Look at what some people are commenting. What do you want the government to do? Somebody here is saying, yes, things are difficult, so people should beg. The same kind of mentality, you are telling us that immigration officers are supposed to be begging at the airport, begging foreigners, begging, people that are returning to their country, begging foreigners. What impression are you giving? When you say, what do you want them to do? As far as they are not stealing, look at a whole, see, that's the eye to the nation. The airport, what happens at the airport is is supposed to be professionals working at the, professionals are supposed to be working at the airport. Disciplined people. If you know that you are not happy with the government, you fight for your rights. You fight, see. Oh, where do I even start? Well, do you know how frustrated I am? You don't know. I'm living a boring life. There are times I want to go to Africa, but when I remember the situation on ground, no security, no infrastructure, no electricity, even if they carry me, if they kidnap me, nobody cares. A country, if anything happens to you, nobody cares. That is, Europeans, white people place value on the lives of their citizens. They have value for the lives of their citizens. The African governments have no value for the life of the black man. They don't have value. The story too long. The story too long. And we're going to start by changing the mindset of our people. Look at what some people that are watching me. If you have data to watch me, you are supposed to be reasonable enough. These are people that will come under the comment section and tell me, we need to build Africa. See, with these mindsets, when you know things are going wrong in your country, you are not supposed to encourage it. You encourage corruption because you aid and abet. You help people to rig election. The person you want. You help people. You help corrupt politicians get into power, and you want a better Africa. You want a better Africa. During election, this policy, nobody, that is why they want dysfunctional system. Let me tell you what you don't know. Many of these politicians are sponsoring disorders, anarchy in the government. See, always I see you. Many of these leaders are the ones sponsoring chaos in the countries. Disorder, I'm not telling you lie. Because their businesses thrives in dysfunctional system. They know. Look at in Europe. See, let me tell you. Let me show you now. I don't want you to see my names. See. Now you see. We are having election. So we are having election here in Vienna. You see. It's three. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. You don't know. You see. Three. You see. One for me, one for my wife, one for my son. Okay? This is voting cards. Do you understand me? You see it now. We are having state election here now, very soon. I've not opened it. I got it like 3 days ago. Now, you see it. You see the emblem here. See it. Okay. Elections are, they know everybody. Now listen attentively so that, because you don't know anything. The government knows everybody, knows where you live, know how many people are living in each house, in each apartment. They know every citizen. During election, they send you your voting card at your home. They tell you where to go, your polling unit, where to go and vote, where to go cast your vote. They know if you voted or not. They know the party you voted. Listen at it, because it has reference number. Each voting card has reference number. They know if you voted or not. They know the party you voted. There is no rigging in our election here. Do you understand me? Because those people in Africa want to continue to rig election. That is why they do not want things to work properly. You don't understand it. When there is functional system, when things are in order like the way it is in Europe, they can no longer manipulate things. They can no longer rig elections. In Europe, here, see, every citizen, whenever you don't even, there is nothing like gathering and making campaign. When the time comes, they have a time they start campaign and specific areas. You see placards like posters. They put it on the road. Finish. Nobody this. On that day, you will not know. Maybe I will make a video. You go there quietly. You show them your, as I showed you now, this voting card. You go there. You show them you with your identity card. You go to you drop your this thing. You go home. Before 4 hours, before 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., the result is out. They know who won. This is how black people will be manipulating. Some, you want to have a functional system, they will be fighting it. They want to have disorder. Because their businesses thrive in disorder. You don't understand this. They manipulate figures. They tell you a state is 30 million, while the state is 10 million. There are so many children who are not eligible to vote. Anybody can vote. Because you do not have identity management system. The system is flawed, corrupt. We that have lived here, I know what I'm telling you, I know how things are done. Underage children, see, my son, my youngest son, began to vote at the age of 16. I think 16. At the age of 16, he is eligible to vote. This is not because it's not like you go manipulate things. The government will send the thing at your home address. They send you your voting card with your name and your reference number, your date of birth. Everything will be there. Your date of birth, everything will be there. There is no how you maneuver it. You manipulate it. As it is done in heaven, that is how they replicate it here on earth. That's the kingdom. This is the kingdom of God, where things work in order. Where things are done properly. Election in Africa is fight. We take human lives. People will lose their lives during the election. You see even citizens, you see people fight each other. Look at the last election you had in Africa. Look at the last election you had in Africa. You as a person, you don't want things to work because we know what happened. What goes on in your mind is how to rig election. You don't want the truth to prevail. You don't want credible election. You have a corrupt mind. You come here to tell me about religion. I am more upright than many of you that goes to mosque and goes to churches. I'm more upright than many of you because I cannot do such a thing. Somebody who goes to mosque, somebody who goes to church still rigs election. Where your judiciary is corrupt, lawyers are bribed. You want to talk about developing Africa. Man, I'm coming back for more. I'm coming back for more. Bambuk, I appreciate you. Now, if you are seeing me for the first time, do not forget to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Even as I appreciate you. If I end this broadcast now, I don't have anything to do. I don't have anything to do. It's raining outside. Europe is boring. When at this stage, at this my age, this is time for me to start, this is time to enjoy life. If not now, when? I'm almost 60 years. If not now, when am I going to enjoy life? This is the time I'm supposed to stay in Africa and be eating papaya, licking papaya, shea odara, without fear of anybody coming to kidnap me, without fear of the police intimidation on the road. How can I be driving on the road and police will stop me? My papers are okay and they want money from me. And if I don't give them money, they'll delay me. How can I, having lived in Europe, I cannot compromise that system. I will not be part of that system. How can I buy my own car? And then I'm driving on the road. Police will stop me and want me to give them money. I worked hard I did not work the money for the police. I did not work for the police. I'm not part of that system. If the police, if they are not happy with how much their salary, they protest. And how much are the politicians earning? If you are not happy with your salary, you protest. Not standing on the road and collecting money collecting bribe from them. Do you know? Even they forcefully extort money from you. If you don't give them money, see the black man's mentality. Man, that continent, okay, why? See, let me tell you. Why is it that everywhere black people are living, African people, black people, why is it that everywhere black people are living, it's not moving on? That I'm asking you. When you go to North Africa, you may think you are in Europe. When you go to North African countries, if you go to all this Morocco, Algeria, Egypt, and the rest, apart from Libya that has problem, to be honest, you will think you are in Europe. I stayed in Egypt for a while. Let me tell you what you don't know. I told you guys I don't travel. When I was in Egypt, there wasn't anything like power failure for one day. I stayed in Egypt for 13 months. I stayed in Egypt. I lived in Egypt for 13 months. There was no power failure for one day. As at that time, 30-something years ago, as at that time, they had street train. 30-something years ago, Egypt, Cairo had street train. They had, I saw it, subway. We call it, yes, they had it. In Egypt then, Most of the buildings in Cairo were high-rise buildings, skyscrapers. Men, I mean, they tell you now, you see 15-story building. Even the first time I touched down in Egypt, I thought I was in Europe. Man, you see the black man. And the black man. Man. Man, I don't know what to say. If you go to Egypt, Morocco, you will think you are in abroad, in Europe. The wickedness in us, envy, jealousness, you want to eat, greed. You see what we are talking about? Somebody came to ask me, what's my point? You see, African man. My point is, others have moved on. Even the Arabs have moved on. Go to Middle East, you think you are in Europe. You say, what's your point? My point is you are backward. You are underdeveloped. You say, what's my point? You have brain at all? You say, what's your point? My point is you are backward. You are underdeveloped. You are not moving on. You are not progressing. You say, what's your point? It be like say they take medicine. I should put a heading. See people where we come here. See somebody. See human being. In fact, see the reasoning of some people. See the reasoning of some people. If you know the gap, other races like the Japanese, the Chinese, man, I watched video of, I told you guys, somebody that came to renovate my home was a Chinese man. If you see villages in China, it looks more developed, more better than capital cities in Africa. Villages in China are more developed than capital cities. Villages in China. Villages, people's village in China are more developed than your so-called. Even, I don't know where to begin. See, today, go to many roads, untied roads everywhere. I just want to end this. I don't tire. I tell you, say, we are stranded here. We are stranded here. I know we tell you lie. Maya, they are waiting for God. Even when I look at my age, since you know how long I've been on this earth, going to 60 years, till now, nothing has changed. Nothing, no forward movement, nothing to be proud of. Nothing to be proud of. And you want me to be happy. You say I shouldn't talk. This is why some people have decided, man, I forgot to give you guys gist. I forgot to give you guys gist. I saw things, I'm talking about 30-something years ago. This thing I want to do, I don't know if they would block me here because of how it's, because I don't know, I don't want them to restrict my page. If you see how some people, the risk some people are taking not to be deported, not to go back to Africa, what I witnessed. If you see how some people, they take off from 4-storied building, 5-storied building, when police bust their apartments, just not to be deported. Ha! Man, I saw things so. I don't see things. If you see people prefer to go, you know what I mean? They prefer to die than to be deported. Deported to their native land. To tell you how these leaders fed us. Maybe if the courage comes, I will tell you guys stories. If you see what Africans are going through, because they believe, they not even believe, they see their native lands as hopeless place to go. No hope, no future. They prefer to die. Man, I met people that came to Europe by road, people that crossed the Mediterranean Sea. There was one guy, his name was Alhaji. One Alhaji, a customer of mine, then the guy was a big time, okay, let me leave it like that. The guy came to Europe he crossed the Mediterranean. He was the only survivor. When he narrated his experience, if I tell you not the experience here, if I tell you the experience, the guy was the boat capsized. I met people. I saw things. If I tell you now, I met people when I was in Egypt. If you see what people went through, some people came through Sudan. Sudan and Egypt share border. If you see what people went through in the desert because they want to escape hardship, these African leaders, you don't know, self. Some people drank urine, lulu, because in the desert there was no water. If you hear gist, man, I don't want to. When the day I'm in the mood, I will cool down and give you guys gist. I cool down and give you guys gist. You will know that these people you have, these people you have as you call leaders are wicked. They don't care about you. They don't even care about, even if you are complaining, protesting, they are somewhere eating their meats and drinking their alcohol and enjoying women. They laugh. The black man, all what he knows how to do is eat and drink and enjoy women. They don't plan for the generation to come. Very wicked people. Just eat, grow the stomach. That is, they don't compete with the rest of the world. Non-entities. Shameless people. They don't compete with they have no, see, they fight local fights, local politics. They don't know what is called race pride. Race pride. They don't know it. You hear about white supremacists. Have you heard about black supremacists? You know what it means? White supremacists. Have you heard about black supremacists? White supremacists, almost all whites are like that. So we are superior. They know what race pride is. To have a good leader, before Africa will move on, you need a leader that will be proud of his race, that will protect his race, that will project his race as superior race. You need a leader that will project the black race. These are the kind of leaders we need. Leaders that will project the black race as the superior race. You don't know how this life, there is no heaven anywhere. See, if you see how they respect the Japanese, I've told you guys, I will tell you stories about the Japanese one of these days and why they respect the Japanese. If you see the insult I receive as a man of 60 years, sometimes a small child will see me as a black man, insult me. Even somebody that is not even, that is, because you are a black person, they know your situation, they know your home. They know where you come from. Let them come abroad. These people they are talking, these politicians, when they come abroad, they experience racism because they are greedy. They just buy house. These people are, in fact, African youths need to rise up. I go tell on our stories. African youths need to rise up. These people, none of them have your interest. Let me tell you. If anyone has your interest, I will know. None of them. Except this one, Traro, that is this young boy now that they are talking about. They don't care about you. Anybody, if you want to grab a European, anybody that want to grab Western passport, to grab it. Grab it. Let me tell you. I know what I'm talking about. If you want to collect Western doco, collect it. In fact, I encourage you to collect these passports. These people you have as leaders in Africa, they are shameless. They don't even know anything. Many of them are not supposed to be there. They rig themselves inside there. All what they know how to do is to eat fufu, eat meat, party, and sleep with women. What do they know? What do they know? If not to eat meat, eat fufu, and sleep with women. Ms. Mendes, I know, he declined U.S. invitation. Yes, that Ibrahim Traore. These are the young boy. Okay, see that young boy, that Traore. In many African countries, you are here. Ancestors are ruling you. You get mad to come here and talk to me. Ancestors are ruling you in many African countries. You get mad to talk. You come here to talk to me. When ancestors, people that are approaching 100 years, are the ones ruling you, you get mad to come and talk to Rodi. You know the shame. Family affair. A governor's tenure will expire. Shameless people. Go to many state governors, is family affair. A governor, see, countries. A black man, all what he knows how to do is contacts. Godfather, my godfather. Contacts. You hear them saying contacts. Contacts. This is what you hear them saying. Contacts, connection. Who you know. Godfather. I don't need any godfather in Europe here to thrive. In the West, we have equal opportunity. You see small racism here and there. I don't need connection to thrive. I don't need to know any top politician to thrive. I don't need to know anybody to get justice. Yes, I don't need to know anybody. I don't even need to know a lawyer, anything to get justice. A country where if you commit crime and know somebody, a top-ranking police officer, a top-ranking military officer, a politician, if you commit crime, you will go free. And you want such a country to move ahead. You want such a country to move forward. I need to tell you how things are done here. The way it is done in heaven, that is how it is done here on earth, in abroad, in Europe, here in the West. Organized system. Okay, see, Seth, I don't get money. I don't have money. How can I survive in a country where the poor are oppressed? I don't have money. And I'm somebody who is outspoken. How can I survive where the poor, in a country where the poor are oppressed? They threaten you with arrest. Oppressive system. People who practice democracy, but they do not know what democracy is all about. They do not know what freedom of speech is. You speak, they intimidate you, they send the police after you. See, this is dictatorship. Tyrants are in power in Africa. Tyrants. You speak. Do you know what they want? They want to silence you. They want to keep you poor and miserable. They don't want you to have a voice. That's what they want to do. Be poor and miserable. Don't talk. If you talk, they use police and come and intimidate you. I told you, we are our own problems. We are our own problems. Do you know what is democratic principles? What is democratic principles? In democracy, you have freedom of speech. Number one, go to so many countries now in Africa. What they are doing is they want to silence the opposition. They want to silence the opposition. They don't want to have opposition. They want to just, hey, man, the black man. See, I'm going to continue talking about Africa because I was born in Africa and I benefited nothing in Africa. But in Europe, Europeans took care of me. My ancestors did not come from Europe. But I came here. Europeans took care of me. The country I was born in, the country I grew up, I did not benefit this thing. Nobody gave me big for free. No free education, no free education, no free health care. Nothing. I did not get. Come and tell me something. What do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me? It's not even about monetary help. It's not even about financial help. They don't even care about you. Is that not hell? They don't even care about you. Sometimes some people say, come to. My father is dead. My mother is dead. I met my maternal grandmother. These people lived and died. They did not get 1 cent from any government. What you want to tell me? Come to Europe. They did not get 1 cent from any government. No benefits. You say, make we no talk. These are countries in Africa where there are abundant mineral resources that we are supposed to be living like kings. Normally, no African man or woman is supposed to be a refugee. in a foreign land. Normally, no African man or woman is supposed to apply for refugee status. But because the leaders are wicked, they eat that money on their own. They are greedy, they are selfish. I know what I'm talking about. See, auntie in Kenya, don't say that. You say mineral resources are stolen from Africa to Europe to build Europe. It's not true. These leaders have done worse than colonizers. These leaders have done worse than colonizers. They have done worse than slave merchants. They have done worse. The worst pain is when you are betrayed by your own kind. The worst, that is, you feel more pain when you are betrayed by your own kind. Ask yourself, why are Africans rushing to Europe? Why are Africans fleeing Europe, running away from their own people? Why are we running away from our people? If Africa was better, we all will stay in Africa and be living life. Why are Africans escaping Africa? Ask yourself. Because of the oppressive system. People are on the run. We are embracing Oyibo because Europeans treats us better. People are running from their own people. You don't get the gist. We are running from our own people. The brutality in Africa, the brutality, man's inhumanity to man, Africans brutalizing Africa. You get the point. We feel safer in foreign land. We feel safer in foreign land. Our rights are protected in foreign land. The story too long. How come I feel at home? This is Europe. I feel at home. I'm safe. My rights they give me my rights here. I don't struggle for my rights. Okay, let me tell you this. The last time, somebody said you can help save the African continent. You start by speaking up. It's not mouth. Action speaks louder than words. No, don't say it's not about play. Action speaks. Start by action. Don't hide. Even come out the way I come out and be talking. This is not, you cannot hide under the table and say you want to help Africa. Come out as a man. You need to come out and speak up. Do you know how many millions of Africans that are living in Europe? They voluntarily traveled. Many smuggled themselves. Many smuggled themselves. Guys, as you watch me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is how we roll here. You got it now. On Team Kenya, you are talking about what was scripted. A movie. You need to face reality. Stop talking like a child. You are talking about scripted movie. Something people were asked to act certain way. We are talking about reality. No, wake up now. Wake up. You need to come here and live with us and know what we are facing. And know what I'm talking about. You will know the difference. Don't tell me to watch. I'm living the life here. I'm experiencing it. I know the difference. When I go to when you touch down in Africa, you know that you are in that continent. From the roads, from the environment, everywhere unkept. You start by asking yourself, what is the role of the government? A people that cannot upgrade their environment. You cannot, unable. It's a shame. Man, are they jealous Europeans? So? Make I tell you, if you see people, if you see tourists, many European countries, if you see tourists that are trooping to Europe, all this America, if you see tourists going there, man, somebody say Europeans came to steal from. Okay, let me ask you. You said Europeans came to steal from. How many things were your scientists able to, African scientists, how many things did you discover? You have crude oil under the ground. You were not able to discover it. Diamond, you couldn't discover, you couldn't process. There is nothing we are able to, even all the mineral resources you have, what is it called? Zinc, all of them. This telephone we are using, the airplane, all the materials they use in manufacturing these things came from Africa. They are there, but you don't know how to process it. You don't know what it is used for. Which school, what is the purpose of the school you went was in vain. What you are good at is to come and tell somebody he's an illiterate because he did not speak in good English. You are an illiterate. You are an illiterate, you did not speak good English. What have you invented? First thing you come here to tell people now, you are an illiterate, your English is not good. What have you invented? Even the crude oil, you couldn't even extract from the ground. You don't have the machines. Which machines have you built? I want to be a lawyer. You be a lawyer. See, you say you are educated. Look at your environment. You know the shame? Upon your education, look at your environment. See where your parents are living. See where your sisters are living. The African people have no shame. These leaders have no shame. Look at your environment. Shameless people. Look at where your daughters, your sisters, your people are living like animals. Your people are living in dirty environment. No light, no water. You know the shame. Know the shame. See your environment. Living like animals. Even animals don't live like that. And you expect people, tourists, to come to you. You are joking. All of you watching me from different countries, travel home. Go see the roads, the chaotic situations. Sometimes, like mad people place. Like mad people place. VB, you say you blame Obama. How? How did waiting Obama do? He said you blame Obama. What did Obama do now? He said you blame. So, man, the story too long. The story too long. Did you hear the sound of ambulance now? They are going to save life. Did you hear? Did you see the? Did you hear the siren? They are going to save life. In Africa, you don't even have ambulance to go save life at accident locations. You don't even have. You don't have even ambulance. Did you know the mentality? Man, let me tell you. African people only use ambulance to carry dead body, corpse. They don't know the use of ambulance. The only time you see them is when they want to carry the dead body of their deceased one. They don't know the use. Ambulance is, they don't know that ambulance is to save life. Linda, I'm making the change here already now. The firefighter, no, you don't even have the firefighter truck safe, talk of water. They don't even have firefighters, even departments. Some states don't have, nah, where do you start safe? Some states don't even have firefighter truck at all. They don't have firefighter departments at all. That was how I made a video. I said, look, invest in Africa, you need to be very careful. Anything you see, you take. Somebody came and said, Uncle, why are you discouraging people? This. Story is coming. Well, guys, I want to take a break and come back. The story too much. You got the gist. I want to take a break. I'm coming back. Now we and them. Yes, I'm happy we have social media platforms where we can stay and speak. They have no power over me. They have no power over anybody. On this page, we discuss everything. At times we make jokes. You got the gist. Everything goes on this page. You got the gist now. Me, at this stage, I'm living my life. I don't seek external validation. I'm not making videos for people to like me or like my video. I say what I've experienced, my pens. My pens. If I want followers, I wouldn't be talking about politicians because I don't know who is watching. I say things that hurts me. I'm not a happy man. That is why when it comes upon me to speak, I speak what is on my mind. When I tell you guys, life in Africa was hell. I know what I'm talking about. Story plenty. I go to tell on stories. As I'm making this video, some people don't have toilets. They don't have where to shit. Millions of people don't have, they are carrying shit in their stomachs. It's no joke. Millions of people are still going to toilets in the bush. A government that cannot even provide decent toilets. This is not manufacturing, it's not airplane or technology. To construct decent toilets for their people, they cannot. It's a shame that your sisters, your wives are going to toilet. Did you know sometimes, many years ago, I know go call Nemo. Many years ago, women, you will see women hangs on dwarf fence. On dwarf fence, they will be shitting. You will be seeing a woman shitting. You will be seeing the excrements dropping. Her. Man, I don't see something, though. They will cover rapper like this. Cover rapper. You see them doing their business, cheating. Near the forest, near the, even, they don't want to. Miss Mendes, I'm not telling you lie. Some people that are watching now will confess it. I don't want to call states. I don't want to call the country self. Some men say, go see something now. It's no joke. Oh. What a life. What a life. You see, people are telling you it's true. They don't care. The government, even they don't care. How do you expect tourists, foreigners to come to your country when they see women and men standing by the roadside, cover themselves with wrapper and shit on the road? People are, you see, people are confirming it to you. It's no joke. When they bully you as a black man, you come to Europe, they tell you go back to your jungle. They bully you. When they bully you, I say, go and see how people are living. Some people are shitting in water. They shit. They go to toilets. If you see something, these leaders are shameless. They failed. Now, when you travel outside, black people have, man, make I stop this. I want to stop this, this thing. I want to take a break. I'm coming back. You need to follow this page. As you are watching me, follow this page. You need to subscribe to this channel. This channel is a lifesaver. Jones, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Oh, today I'm an idle man. I'm an idle man. I have nothing doing. They made me. They forced me to come here and become idle. I'm an idle man. So as an idle man, they say I have time for them. I have time. I have time for them. Don Larry, very useless. I have time for them. Very useless governments. Nothing good came out of them. Nothing good. Generations comes, generations goes, nothing happens, no changes. Nothing to be proud of. The only thing they know how to do is to swallow fufu and drink beer. They have no brain. The only thing they know how to do and oppress people. I'm coming back. Let me just take a break. Traore, we all agreed Traore is doing fine. Traore is the kind of leader we need in Africa. That is it now. Traore is the kind of leader we need in Africa. Emi, DJ me eating chicken leg. Okuko leg now. DJ me eating chicken leg. I'm coming back to tell you guys how they oppress us. How they oppress us. I told you guys I'm a fan of Donald Trump. I will still write Donald Trump to congratulate him. You don't understand why I am a fan of Donald Trump. You will later know. I am a fan of Donald Trump. These politicians, if you know how much the amount of money, if you know the kind of cars their children are driving, on whose head, if you see this, their children bought houses worth millions of dollars, euros, pounds sterling. They want to live among Europeans. I'm coming back. I will share my experience with you guys. What they do, they will steal they will steal your money. They will display it before you. You cannot do anything. We don't thief them. They will tell you, go and sit down. They will steal your money. They will be displaying it. Say, go and thief your own. It's anybody whose turn came, go and thief your own. Shameless people. Thief, go and thief your own. That's what they do. They fight to get into power to go steal, not to improve your condition, improve your living standard. Shameless. And when they thief, they run to go and live with white people. They are turned to a slave with their children. They want to belong to developed place. You don't want to develop your own land. And you had the opportunity. The money you were supposed to use and build roads, construct bridges, you use it and come to abroad. To a white man's land, come buy house. You know the shame. That is why the black man is still backward. Let me end this video here. Guys, join me later when I come live again. The money they are supposed to use, build hospital, may even say it's a shame. They don't care if you die on the road, on your bid, if you die on your way to Europe. If you had anything that happens to you, they don't care. Their eye is on money. Go and steal for their families. No accountability, nothing. Even if you want to talk, they want to silence all the voices. Dictators, tyrants. They want to silence all the voices. Don't talk. To them, it has to be business as usual. Steal money, don't develop your country, don't improve the living condition of your people, steal money, travel to abroad, buy houses. It's a business for them. If other people don't want to talk, if other people are not talking, Rodi will talk. Are you hearing ambulance? Are you hearing ambulance? They are going to save life. Every minute you hear ambulance. Guys, I am coming back once more. I'm an idle man. I am an idle man. They made me an idle man. I am coming back again later tonight. You get the gist. I am an idle man. I am supposed to be living in Africa now. Enjoying winter life. That is my evening life. Owambede. I'm supposed to be staying there now. Eating biological fruits, organic food. If I tell you guys since yesterday I have not eaten, you may not believe it. Look at my face now. Since yesterday I have not eaten. See my stomach. See it now. Did you not see it? Since yesterday I have not eaten. At this stage, I'm supposed to relocate to Africa. They enjoy country. So guys, my lovely people, you know, I'm coming out for all these celebrities. These people you call celebrities, make I come out. Today, not today. We're not go anywhere. Let me go and eat. I'm not going. I told you guys I am an idle man. If I eat finish, I come back again. I am an idle man. You anyhow you want to see it, see it. If I eat finish now, I'm coming back. DJ me, I'm coming back now. I'm coming back to tell you the mindset of black people. All those people that have big followers, things are going wrong in their country. They don't open their mouth. The black man, very selfish people. And all of them come to abroad. They want to come. They are looking for visa. They come. One time we stopped them from coming to hold any concerts here. See, we need to grow page. We need to stop them from coming to hold concerts. Anyone that is not speaking up. Anyone that is not speaking up when things are going wrong in their country, we begin with them. They need to stop coming to Europe, to abroad, anywhere. If you have millions of, if you want to be a celebrity, you're going to be a celebrity in your mama, in your pocket. I'm coming back. I come. So guys, I want to end this broadcast here. I want to end this here. I appreciate everybody who liked. I appreciate everybody who shared my program. Now, fellas, I'm coming back. We are going to discredit all those people. We will discredit them. Since they don't need to come to abroad to be holding concerts, playing, because since they refused to do the right thing, it is about time we rise up and tell them, say, we own Europe too. We own abroad. We will start campaigning against all of them. You have millions of followers and you are not speaking up because you are afraid or you are collecting. You see the black man. This is why I am my own man. I make my videos. I don't care if you unfollow. Unfollow. If you want to unfollow. But I need to speak up. I need to speak my mind. I'm not begging you to follow. If you want to unfollow me, I'm not eating from social. I know they get money from social media. I'm not getting money. Why shouldn't I speak? I'm not scared. I'm not a comedian. Even some of these celebrities, they campaign for the government's official from corrupt. They campaign for corrupt leaders, and they come back. So, a lot of people are still on YouTube, but I want to end the broadcast. Guys, I appreciate you. Let me end this broadcast. I want to take a break. I've been sitting for a long time. So, see you guys later. Today, I'm coming back later. Hope I get the strength to come out once more. I'm going to spend time with you guys. So, see you in my next video. You can rewatch this video on my YouTube channel or on my Facebook. Anywhere you choose to rewatch it. It is permanently on my YouTube. Permanently on my YouTube. Well, I appreciate everyone. This is how we roll here. We got the gist now. This is how we roll. We keep moving. We need to make an impact. We need to make an impact. We are not. The day it comes upon me, we speak up. The day we are here to have fun, we have fun. But if it comes upon me to speak up, I speak up. We know the fear. We are not at this stage. Fear words. Nobody is living this earth alive. Everybody will die one day. We fear words now. waiting. So we need to keep quiet so that you'll be stealing money. We need to keep quiet so that you'll be stealing money. This is what you want. We need to keep our mouths shut so that you'll be stealing money. Your children will be enjoying, living in exclusive areas, driving flashy cars, enjoying life, and will be suffering. You don't want us